Hey, welcome, government students. All right, well, day five. Yesterday, you looked at the Bill of Rights, right? The first 10 amendments to our Constitution, the first 10 changes that we made, the first 10 freedoms that we guaranteed to citizens, and the first 10 limits that we added on to our government. And remember, that was part of an agreement to get several states, especially New York and Virginia, to join our country. So today, the idea now is that we didn't come up with the Bill of Rights or those 10 changes all on our own, right? Like those ideas to limit government had been around for a long time. Long, I mean like roughly 100, 125 years, even 150 years roughly. But we were the first country to implement or institute them fully into the way that our government actually operates. And so, I don't want you to go into today's lesson and think, oh yeah, America, like we're the ones that came up with all this stuff, right? Like we figured it all out. No, we're not. We're just the ones that put a lot of these philosophies and ideas into action in our government. So what you're going to do today is look at five pretty famous philosophers and a very, very basic level of their philosophy and how it relates to American government. So what I've done is I've just provided a handout for you with some kind of logical bullet points. So I'll start with a very basic premise that these philosophers have, and then work you down more specifically to how then it actually touches on and influences our American government. And then you'll have an assignment at the end to kind of put it into practice and see if you're understanding some of the concepts. One of the things you'll do once you've read through the handout, and again, read it carefully, right? It's philosophy. It's a little bit, complex in terms of you have to logically follow the steps. But one of the things you'll do then is you'll take a quiz. Now, you can have the handout open as you take the quiz. That's fine. But you can only take it one time. So make sure that you're being accurate and you're reading the questions carefully, and you're really looking back to your handout and thinking through each of the questions. The second thing then is you have to do just a little bit of evaluation of these philosophies. Which one did you think is the most important to our government and to our society? Which one happens to be part of our government but not as important in your opinion? And then you have to come up with a couple scenarios, if you will, where these philosophies play out in our everyday life. And if you're not sure what that means, look back at question 2 on the quiz, and I have some scenarios, and you have to match them to the philosopher that would push for those scenarios or push for those government actions. And you need to come up with a couple of those on your own. So, sorry, you can't steal mine from question 2. I already came up with those. You have to come up with a couple on your own. So, hopefully kind of a little bit fun. You get to fictionalize or have some hypothetical scenarios that you could create where these philosophers and their ideas would protect and influence Americans and our government. All right, hopefully it's going well. I mean, at this point, right, day 5, this would be a full week of online class. So again, questions, feel free to hit me up.